La kalau mo, ulo na katolang mo porta ko lang abi ko vida na tingin. Ni meron ng imbita na ko nung Ini kay guna taga nangun scrub. Puri tengah bongko bi kimi ka sa smile. Gabi ko ya. Bula mati.
Bula mati?
Yo, ko pa daran do kami Australia. GD mati.
Ko. Siya ni GD mati. It's good day, mate.
Okay, shit. Sa good. Rita, kayo ko ta Leonard po.
Siya nga singto na Leonard ba na rugby league?
Yo. Baka pa nang ulchi.
Yo, mati araw nang ulchi.
Ha?
Ata mo mati.
One thing players can always agree on is to have a nice cup of tea and a bucket load of FMF Breakfast Crackers. FMF Breakfast Crackers. Masa achi, achi da.
I'm looking forward to some family time. I'm cooking up a bit of surprise, making memories that last a lifetime. Come on everybody, let's sing this song. Ooh, there's a feeling in the air. Yeah, everybody let's share. Ooh, let's come together and celebrate. Have fun with family.
FMF friend. Mula ni mataka negiti Oyang mula marau Lena beisinga Nabakandi nike wau ni ngau nango Pakandina nina takisai ikonga Seni churi ruang dua mea dhobanga Ebi
Sprinkle to your satisfaction. Kneaded with passion. Dusted to perfection. By FMF, a promise of quality. In association with Crest Eggs, Crest is best, Edmonds Baking Powder, and supported by Mira.
Bulavanaka and welcome to My Perfect Bake. I'm your host, Jacquee Speight. The recipes we showcase this season are for everyone. They're easy to follow and affordable to make. We're also giving 2 viewers a chance weekly to win fantastic hampers, thanks to FMF Foods Limited, Malia Clothing, and some of my favorite small businesses. A lot happening on My Perfect Bake, so stay close. In the kitchen with me today is another familiar face to many who frequent the local monthly markets around Suva. 28-year-old Mira Chipongian followed her dreams and turned her passion for food into a full-time successful small business. Hello, Mira!
Hello, Jacquee.
Thrilled to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy that you're here. So, tell us a bit about yourself and your business.
Well, I started this business back in 2020. It's always been a long-term goal of mine and I wanted to sort of bring it forward and start, so I did.
Yep.
I started with savory food, but then I found my way back to baking, which was always my first love anyways.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Did you study for this?
No, I did not. My education is in a completely different discipline, but this is my passion, so I chose to pursue it.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
How did you start off? In terms of, like, did you read recipe books, watch YouTube videos?
I've actually been baking since high school. My parents were a big inspiration. They were always in the kitchen, so I learned from them. After uni, I started to cook more. I actually started out of the kitchen by doing office runs, savory food.
Okay.
Yeah, and then my parents decided to invest in my business, got an oven, and I said, maybe I should try baking again. And I did. And it's just been mainly baking from then on.
That's absolutely amazing. Yeah. You know, so much can happen when you've got your family support. That's wonderful.
Support group is very important when you choose to do something to establish a business.
Right.
Yeah.
Today we're making Mira's special Cappuccino Bars. Cappuccino Bars, Mira. Not something that's a regular treat for many, but it's definitely a favorite of mine when I do come across it at the cafes. You know, I love the combination of coffee and chocolate. Yeah. It is a natural flavor combination, right?
Truly.
And that for me is a winning combination. So tell us, what inspired you to add these to your menu?
This was actually the first thing I ever baked. Yes, back in high school, I needed to bring something to a study group. I cannot remember, but it was the first thing I baked. My parents had this like recipe book, and they always made it. I always loved it. I decided to try it, and it came out great. So this will always be part of my menu.
That is amazing. You know, it's hard to trace, for instance, the coffee cake origin, because that's where all of these started from. Cappuccino Bars originated really from coffee cake. And so it's hard to trace the origin, especially since it has had so many influences worldwide and has evolved through the centuries to result in the many different versions that we have today. For instance, as I've mentioned, the Cappuccino Bars. However, it seems that we can mostly trace this dessert back to Danish and German roots. And here we are in Fiji making our own coffee bars, thanks to Mira. Before today, we'll trace these treats back to Mira, see? So, Mira, what ingredients are needed for this?
Well, for our dry ingredients, we'll have FMF flour, brown sugar, Edmonds Baking Powder, and some chopped up choc chips. Some melted butter and coffee dissolved in a bit of warm water. And that's it. Very simple.
It's so simple.
Yes, it is.
Well, I can't wait to get into it. Let's take a quick break, and when we get back, we're making cappuccino bars.
Sprinkle to your satisfaction. Kneaded with passion. Dusted to perfection. By FMF, a promise of quality. In association with Crest Eggs, Crest is best, Edmonds Baking Powder, and supported by Mira.
La kolongo la ulo na katola mo porta kolonga bi ko vida na tingni ni berro ke mbita na kolongo wai ini kay guna taka nangun scrub buri tengah bongo bi kimi kasa smile gabi ko ya
Bula mati?
yo ko pa daran do kami Australia GD mati
Ko, siya ni GD mati. It's good day, mate.
okay shit sa sedur Rita, kayu gula ka panalinan po.
Siya nga sing to na layout ba na rugby league?
Masa pa nangulchi?
Iyo mati, araw nangulchi.
Ha?
Ata mo mati.
One thing players can always agree on is to have a nice cup of tea and a bucket load of FMF Breakfast Crackers. FMF Breakfast Crackers. Masa achi, achi da.
I'm cooking up a bit of surprise, making memories that last a lifetime. Come on, everybody, let's sing this song. Ooh, Mindamara, what the my, lay, nalalo, my wasibi. Ooh, beira, nalala, Mindakaila, what the my, kasering and
Chow chicken noodles, yay! Chow chicken noodles when you hungry, yaar. Fire chow, chow chicken noodles, fire chow. Hungry, yaar. So delicious, so tasty, ay, ay, ay. Chow chicken noodles, hungry, hungry, yaar. Fire chow, very tasty, so delicious, yummy, yummy, hungry, yaar. Chow chicken noodles, hungry, yaar. Chow chicken noodles, hungry, hungry, yaar. Fire chow.
I'm looking forward to some family time. I'm cooking up a bit of surprise, making memories that last a lifetime. Come on, everybody, let's sing this song. Ooh, there's a feeling in the air. Yeah, everybody, let's share. Ooh, let's come together and celebrate. Have fun with family.
You'll need all your energy when you go back to play rugby. So I'm making you lots and lots of breakfast crackers. Don't tell the other players your secret to a great game or how good FMF breakfast crackers taste. I only want you to eat the best, Joelle.
Sprinkle to your satisfaction. Kneaded with passion. Dusted to perfection. By FMF, a promise of quality. In association with Crest Eggs, Crest is best, Edmonds Baking Powder, and supported by Mira.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, we have Mira in the kitchen with us from Ate's Kitchen. And she's going to be showing us how to bake up some cappuccino bars. Shall we begin?
Yes, we shall.
Well, Mira, where do we start?
We'll measure out our dry ingredients, our flour. That's 2 3/4 cups of flour.
2 3/4 cups of FMF Normal flour. Does it have to be self-raising flour? Can you use self-raising flour?
If you use self-raising flour, I don't think you'll need
Baking powder.
Baking powder, yeah, because that's like the leavening agent that you use.
How much of this?
2 3/4 cups.
Okay. 1, 2.
This is literally just putting everything in a bowl and mixing it together.
It just seems, you know, when you hear the name, first thing that comes to mind, oh, it's very complicated. But then when you look again at the ingredients that we have, 2 3/4. 1. See, I'm getting flour all over the place. Highlight.
A messy kitchen
A
bakes
messy
a
ki-
delicious dessert.
A what? A messy kitchen?
Bakes a delicious dessert.
There you go. 2 3/4, right?
Yes,
What's
and
next?
we need 1.5 teaspoon of Edmonds Baking Powder.
Okay, I'll let you do that one. Right, what goes in after the baking
So
powder?
we have 1.5 teaspoon, and yeah, that's mainly it. We can just give that a short whisk,
Okay.
if you like. And then we will set that aside and move on to our wet ingredients.
All right then. So, Ate's Kitchen. Ate's Kitchen. Where did you come up with the name Ate's Kitchen? It's very unique.
Yeah, I'm Filipino, so
Right.
ate means sister in Tagalog, more specifically older sister.
Okay.
So I have a younger brother, Mark. He's been calling me that his whole life. My parents also call me that. And also
Ate.
my family, yeah.
Oh.
And that's sort of my role, sort of like a
Big sister.
caretaker, making sure everyone's okay. So that is when I made that name.
That is absolutely special. That truly is special. I was wondering this entire time. So I came across her page on Instagram, Ate's Kitchen. That's ATE''S. And I saw it and I was thinking, Ate, is her name Ate?
I know everyone refers to me as Ate, so I'm fine with that. It's actually.
And then when you said, no, my name is Mira, I went, Ate's Kitchen, I have to ask her. But that's a beautiful, beautiful story.
Thank you. Yeah.
Big sister's kitchen. It has a great
I
ring
wanted
to
it to
it.
have a comfort home feeling.
Yes.
Nothing too fancy, just my kitchen.
There you
Ate's
have
kitchen.
it. And now we're done with our dry ingredients, and all we needed for that was FMF Normal flour and Edmonds Baking Powder. And now we're on to our wet ingredients. What's next, Mira?
Yes, now we are going to mix the rest of our ingredients. We actually have to use the sugar.
Okay.
Sugar, put it in a separate bowl.
Right.
And then to that, we will add our melted butter, melted and cooled. Please do not add hot butter to your batter. There we
Is
go.
it all right for those who aren't able to get hold of butter to use margarine? Or it has to be butter?
I would advise against it because margarine has a totally different texture.
Of course.
So it might affect it.
Yes.
Just like anyone, you can always research, Google, and see. But here, I think butter works best.
Okay.
So we're just going to give that a little mix. And then we are going to add our coffee. This is just regular instant coffee granules dissolved in a bit of warm water.
Right.
Cooled a bit, and in you go.
Oh, I love the smell of coffee. You like the smell of
Strong,
coffee?
right? Yes. This kitchen smells like a cafe now.
It really does.
Yeah.
Shall I start on the eggs?
Yes, please. I've been following the show and I realized that you are the designated egg cracker.
I'm
So
a professional
please
egg cracker.
crack
I really
some
am.
Crest eggs for
I have
us.
yet to learn though. I have yet to master doing it with one hand.
I don't think we're gonna do that today. We will
No,
stick to the.
we'll have some problems.
Yes, we will stick to that.
How many eggs do you need?
3, please.
Okay.
And
And then carry on. What else is needed over there?
maple syrup.
I love maple syrup.
When this bakes, it's going to smell like pancakes. The smell itself, oh, delicious. And after that, I'll wait for the eggs.
Then just mix it all in.
Yeah.
Well, I'm done with the eggs, so what's the next thing to go in?
Right, the eggs.
Okay.
Thank you. Can I have them, please?
Yes, you can. Shall I just pour it
Yes,
in?
please.
There you go.
There we go. We're gonna break up the yolks.
It's a very easy recipe to follow.
Yep. Only it's 2 bowls. Mix your dry ingredients. Mix your wet.
And then you just combine them
and bake.
and straight into the oven.
Yeah, and then sit in front of your oven and wait.
So was this always the dream?
Yes, it was. I don't think I realized it till I actually started it. It was always a far off dream for me.
Wow.
The original plan was to get a job, save up, establish something.
What did you
later.
study at uni?
I studied HR and psychology. And I
HR and psychology,
Yes.
and here you are baking.
I know.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it was. I love my field, what I studied, and I worked a few short-term employment, but then I decided, why not start this now?
Yes.
You know, so I did, and I've just kept.
And you've
going
never
from
looked
there.
back.
No, never look back. You never look back. You just keep going.
Anyways, what goes next after this?
This we will add our dry ingredients. to
Okay,
this
shall we
now.
move this up here? Make a bit of space. Bring that in. Oh, that looks so good. Do you want to take hold of this? Because you're going to be doing it.
All right, so will we?
Oh, you want to
Can
add
you-
this
can
into
you-
here?
Yes. Can
All
you
right.
help me pour it onto the?
Sure
batter,
thing.
please.
So just a bit at a time.
Yes. We don't use any mixer or anything, just a spatula and whisk will do, because I don't want to incorporate too much air.
Okay.
To make it light, it needs to be like
Excuse me.
dense, kind of a brownie texture.
Right.
So we'll just mix it.
Add some
Okay.
more?
Yep. Yes, please.
There you go. We've pretty much used up everything. The only thing that's left are the chocolate chips.
Yeah. And you would have most of these things in your pantry.
Yes.
Who doesn't have coffee in their pantry? And we are ready.
That looks really good. Very smooth.
Yes. It's a very thick batter, like a brownie, like I said.
Like peanut butter. It looks like peanut
Exactly.
butter.
Yes.
I feel like I could take it, get my knife, and just spread it all over a nice piece of toast. Okay, what happens after this? What's next?
We'll just add about 3/4 of the choc chips into the batter, mix it, and then once you pour it in the pan, finish off with the choc chips. on
Okay
top.
then. So
Yeah.
just pour?
Yeah.
All right. Can it be any, where do you get your choc chips from? Supermarket?
Anything, yeah,
Any
anything available in
supermarket?
Supermarket is fine. These are milk choc chips we have, but you can also afford dark choc chips. You want to switch it up?
I
you can do
love dark
white choc
chocolate.
chip. It goes well with the flavor of the coffee.
Yes. Yes.
It is a mocha in dessert form.
There you go. Now I want a nice mocha. It's been really hot today. I think after this we should go get a nice mocha. After having our cappuccino bars.
Can you pour a little bit more? Into
Yeah,
the batter?
sure. So tell us, what were
Thank
some
you.
of the challenges that you faced when starting up your business?
I think
And how did you overcome it? Especially being so young.
I think most of the challenges I faced were with myself. Like you
Okay.
said, with my age, it
Right.
takes a lot of motivation, dedication to stick to something.
Of course.
You can't just say, "I'll do this," then you do it. You have to
Yes.
keep saying that, keep doing, keep
Perseverance is so
persevering, yes.
important, you know, when you commit to something, you dedicate yourself to it, you've got to stick it out, you've got to see it to the end.
Yeah.
And here you are since 2020, it's now 2022, and you're successfully running Ate's Kitchen or Big Sister's Kitchen.
Big Sister's kitchen.
Now that I know the meaning behind it, I can't stop smiling about it. Like, I love the sound of
Yeah.
it. Big Sister's Kitchen. What's next, love? Shall we get it in?
Yeah, we can
Okay.
get in the pan.
Pan is
and-
there. We've got our tray ready. Do you want to put this in?
Yes.
I can hold this
just
for
hold it,
you.
please.
All right.
So for safety, I always just put a parchment
Okay.
paper. This is a grease-proof parchment paper, so it'll lift easily.
Right.
So see how easily it comes off the bowl.
Yes. Is this a popular dessert that's ordered from you?
Yeah, it actually is. Some people who don't. Sorry, we're just gonna spread it around here.
Yep.
Some people who aren't really big coffee lovers or they can't drink coffee, then they tend to order the other desserts I have. But then a lot
Yes.
of people who love coffee love to order this.
Okay.
Jackie, would you mind evening this out a
Okay.
bit for me? Just
I'll
gonna
do
put my
that.
Glasses on.
This is going to be interesting. So I just spread it all over,
Yeah.
right?
Just evening
It
is
really, honestly, it just reminds me of cookie dough.
yes, it
Cookie
does,
dough.
Yes.
Crunchy peanut butter.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
There you go.
Thank you.
If my daughter was here, she would already have a finger in there.
Oh, my brother loves to finish off the bowl.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same for us professional baking assistants.
That's a big advantage of being one. I
Okay.
think we're good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then we just place this on top.
Yes.
So this is just spread all over.
Yeah.
Ah. And there we have it. Our cappuccino bars are ready to go into the oven for 30 to 35 minutes. Our oven has been preheating for the last 10 minutes at 180 degrees. Lady Mira, I'll let you do the honors.
Let's bake.
Sprinkle to your satisfaction. Kneaded with passion. Dusted to perfection. By FMF, a promise of quality. In association with Crest Eggs, Crest is best, Edmonds Baking Powder, and supported by Mira.
Kalau ko ulo na katola mo porta ko ngabi ko vida na tingin ni berong gimbita na bunong ko. Jadi kay guna taga nangun scrub. Buri tengah bongko bi kimi ka sa smile. Gabi ko ya. Bula mati.
Bula mati?
Yo, ko pa mandaran do kami Australia. GD mati.
Ko. Siya ni GD mati. It's good day, mate.
Okay, shit. Sa dulu. Rita, kayu ko ka man leonard.
Siya nga eh. Singto na Leonard ba na rugby league?
Yo. Maka pa nangun chi.
Iyo mati. Araw na unchi.
Ha?
Ata mo mati.
One thing players can always agree on is to have a nice cup of tea and a bucket load of FMF Breakfast Crackers. FMF Breakfast Crackers. Masa achi, achi da.
I'm looking forward to some family time. I'm cooking up a bit of surprise, making memories that last a lifetime. Come on, everybody, let's sing this song. Ooh, there's a feeling in the air. Yeah, everybody, let's share. Ooh, let's come together and celebrate. Have fun with family.
FMF friend Mula ni mataka ni viti Moyango mula marau Ena beisinga Na wakandi nike wau ni ngau nango Wakandina nina takisai hiko nga Seni churi ruan dua mea thoba nga Ebi
Sprinkle to your satisfaction. Kneaded with passion. dusted to perfection. By FMF, a promise of quality. In association with Crest Eggs, Crest is best, Edmonds Baking Powder, and supported by Mira.
Welcome back. We're almost out of the kitchen, but right now we are in the kitchen with Mira of Ate's Kitchen. And she's been showing us just how easy it is to make cappuccino bars. So, Mira, I'll have you do the honors of slicing up our cappuccino bars. Look at that.
Look at how the chocolate's melted.
It smells so good. It really does. That nice chocolatey aroma.
And definitely smell the coffee.
It actually feels, the aroma in here smells like we're in a nice little coffee shop. Like, I love a coffee shop. I haven't met anyone who doesn't love being inside a coffee shop.
There we go.
I'm so excited. Wow. Oh, that looks lovely. Here you go. Yours.
This is for you.
Thank you so much.
This is the best part of baking.
Look at that. The chocolate has melted beautifully. I like the sides, huh? It's nice and crunchy. It has that crunchy feel, yeah?
I always like the edges because it has that texture, the crunchiness of it.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm ready for this. Oh, goodness. Wow. How am I quite getting myself with these? Cheers.
Cheers.
Now I know why this is a favorite.
It's delicious.
So good. Mira, you know, these are just the perfect balance between coffee and chocolate. And also, it's not too sweet either. Considering we used brown sugar and had the maple syrup, and then you've added the chocolate chip cookies, it really isn't that sweet.
I try to balance it out, so if it says like 3 cups of sugar, but I see it has maple, so I decrease it to maybe 2 or 1.5.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't affect the texture. I don't like it too sweet as well.
I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and show us how to make these.
You're welcome. I love being on this show. Thank you so much.
Glad you could join us for another episode on the FMF My Perfect Bake Show. I look forward to your company in our future episodes. Now, for a copy of this recipe, be sure to check out the comment box of this episode on the MyTV Facebook and YouTube pages. And to contact Mira for this and other delicious desserts, find her on Instagram and Facebook at Ate's Kitchen. As mentioned, we're giving 2 viewers a chance to win a hamper each thanks to FMF Foods Limited, Malia Clothing, and some of my favorite small businesses. So be sure to head over to the FMF Foods Limited Instagram page right after this for all the details. We've thoroughly enjoyed your company, and until next time, stay sweet.
You're a star, yes you are. Keep pushing through. FMF is there for you. We can make it true. Lead the way, create a path, follow through and just have a blast. You're a star, yes you are. Keep pushing through. FMF, a promise of quality.
Sprinkle to your satisfaction. Kneaded with passion. Dusted to perfection. By FMF, a promise of quality. In association with Crest Eggs, Crest is best, Edmonds Baking Powder, and supported by Mira.